Photographing a snowy owl against white snow is tricky. Exposure has to be absolutely perfect. In this video, I'm going to show you how to control your exposure using just the shutter speed. And not only that, you can use this technique for any other photography where you have to pull the subject out of the background. Let's go get some snowy owls. Alright, let's get started. Hey guys, this is 𝐬𝐍𝐶. I am a fashion and a wildlife photographer here in New York. After shooting for designers, magazines, art galleries, fine art prints, I have realized that we have a tendency of making photography difficult. Let's break it down. Let's make it super easy. Make it simple in your mind first, and everything else will fall into place. Guys, let's make photography easy. Hey guys, we are in Canada and I see the snowy owl. I believe with the weather and everything else, we will get something good. Let me just check the camera settings and see that the camera settings are coming out right. I've been here from the past few hours, spotted a snowy owl perched up in the tree, but it's not coming down. I've done my metering exactly how I had done the test back home. So everything seems to be fine. My biggest challenge at the moment is how am I going to make the snowy owl stand out, because everything is all white and she has to stand out in order for people to focus and see her instead of everything else. As soon as she comes down and I take my first shots, we'll see whether my measurements are right or not. The winds are blowing crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear this or not, but it's absolutely crazy. The weather is insane. So the snowy owl has come down, and here she comes, and here she comes. Go. Oh my God, got it. What a beautiful shot. I have moved to make the background darker, because if I can get the trees at the back, the background becomes darker and then the snowy owl will pop right out. See, that's the problem. I can't shoot with gloves on. Oh my God, you can see it's all red. Oh. And my hands are burning up, and that's my problem, because when I put my hands in the pocket like this, she just could make a move and I've lost the shot. See, the other problem I'm facing right now is that the sun is getting brighter, and since it's getting brighter, I have to take my shutter speed up. I try to get the shutter speed a little bit on the lower side, because I like it when the wings are just a tad bit blurry on the tip. I hope you guys can see. It looks like she's gonna make a move, but yeah, she's got her neck all stretched out. So, sorry, but you gotta here, come in, look at me. I'm sorry. But she's about to make a move, and that's exactly what we want to capture. You know, the issue here I see is that everything is white, and it's so easy to lose details, and you can't even see it. You know, yeah, you can turn on the zebras in your camera and so on, but you can't even see that you're losing out on the details. And I think the details of the snow is what really matters. She's not just all white, right? She's got a lot of black on her, but her face is all white. I think getting the details on the beak and the feathers, that is the key to success. This is not my first snowy owl shoot, so I'm trying to see if I can get something different. My clients have already purchased most of the ones that we have put on the website and on the galleries, but now they're asking for different ones, and I didn't shoot last year. See, the wind is picking up as well, so now I have to keep in mind where the wind is blowing, because she's gonna go into the wind, right, for takeoff. Maybe you guys can see the snowy owl on my... Yeah, look at it. Look at it. I don't know if you can see it, but can you? Can you see it? There she is. Do you see her moving? You know, it's funny. The chase is the snowy owl, but if you have a really good tracker, they know where the snowy owls are. And then what? You know, and then you find the snowy owl, you're all excited, at least my heart is beating like 500 miles an hour. And then after that, you just wait, because she's not doing anything. I mean, how many photographs can I take of her looking, walking, or sitting down? We just gotta wait and patiently see what we can do.
The bigger issue here is that the conditions are changing. The wind is picking up. See, the wind is blowing from this side and she's facing this side, right? So she's going to take off this way, not because she's facing this side, but they like to take off in the same direction as the wind is blowing because it gives them a lift. Oh my God, the sun is coming out and I got to change my settings again. My shutter has gone from 12/50th of a second. Now it's gone up to 1600 because the sun keeps getting brighter and brighter. So of course the camera and me are in so much disagreement. We don't agree at all today because the camera is asking me to shoot it at a certain thing because the camera is trying to make the snowy owl gray. Of course that's the job of the camera, right? I'm not going to do that because I want white, so I'm opening up. The camera is asking me to shoot it at a lower shutter speed. Of course, you guys know that I don't change my f-stop and neither do I change my ISO. So the only thing I have to play with at the moment is the shutter speed. I'm just looking at her. She keeps turning her face around. See, this is not right because I keep putting my hands in my pocket because they're cold. But I also think that she's not making a move. So I just moved my shutter speed. Now it's gone up to 2,000th of a second. And of course the camera is asking me to do it at a much lower shutter speed because the camera thinks I'm going to overexpose it. I'm happy that I started this because it feels like I have somebody next to me. Normally I'm just by myself. It feels good to have you guys with me. At least I have someone to talk to. I'm shooting with a 600mm lens, but I feel I want to get closer. You know, it's funny, she was sitting, when she was on the ground, she was on my exact 1/3 rule at the bottom right side. Now she's on the 1/3 rule on the top right side. It's like she knows how to pose, so to speak. She's like a model. I don't know if you guys can see her, but she's sitting right on top over there. She's not even afraid of me. Do you see her on top of the pole? Again, my settings are all set, everything is fine, just waiting for her to land. In the morning it was a little brighter, so I may have to change my shutter speed. But for the most part, white on white, which means I'm not going to listen to the camera and I'm going to open it up by stop and a half, 2 stops at the most. It's absolutely crazy. She's sitting, literally, she's on the ground. She's sitting right there. And I'm going to say she's about 50 feet away from me. Oh my God, this is a beautiful, beautiful bird. Do you see that bird? She's right there. Oh my God, I don't know what she's doing, but she's just sitting. She's not even afraid of me. She's just there, posing for me. I feel like I'm in the studio, shooting my model or something. In sitting so low, you also have to think about your body positioning because you got to still be able to turn because you don't know where she's going to go. And of course, our reflexes are not as much. Now, I have moved myself into a position. My background is going to be all shrubs. The minute she takes off, she's going to stand right out. She just took off, but she went into the snow. I think I'm just going to follow her. Oh my God. There she is. My God. She just took off and I think I got a burst. I stuck with the focusing straight on her eyes and I think I landed 1 or 2 shots, I think. I'm not sure. Again, it's wildlife. I've actually dropped my ISO, my shutter speed down to 800 now. All right, guys. I think I got something. The measurements and all are good, but she moves so fast that it's just impossible. And white on white, the camera's having such a rough time focusing. I believe I got a shot, but I can't handle the cold, so I'm gonna call it a day for today.